Flat didn't have anybody able to come, and it was just you.
Yeah.
We have to say no meeting.
Cool. Are you ready? Yes, sir. To collect your thoughts. He's got the cheat sheet in his book.
Is it in yours?
So who's
That means he's running the meeting.
to go?
He does. Bigger than me. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to call the recommending committee meeting of September 19, 2006 to order. Are we in compliance with the open meeting law?
Yes, we are.
Agenda item 1. If I can get there. Actually, this is agenda item 3. Bill number 2006-51 amends ordinance number 5847 to delete certain provisions relating to sleeping quarters within 500 feet of any deposit of urine or feces proposed by Brad Jervik, our city attorney. Bell, are you reporting
Yes,
on this?
I will present this. As you'll recall, this ordinance was adopted a meeting or two ago. It was brought to the attention of the city attorney that there were problems with the final subsection having to do with establishing, maintaining, or failing to relocate a temporary portable open sleeping quarters near a deposit of urine and feces. Communicated that should come out. That's going to be studied in the future in connection with an examination of park rules. And so this is because the ordinance had already been adopted, this is a follow-up ordinance to delete that provision.
So we're deleting the provision.
Yes, subsection E.
Okay.
And the rest will remain.
All right. This is an open discussion. Anyone from the public want to make a comment about this item? Councilman, any comments?
No, sir. With those changes, I would move to forward on to City Council with a pass.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Agenda item number 4 is bill number 2006-52, allows certain types of surfaces in lieu of paving and parking areas used for temporary real estate sales offices. This is sponsored by myself, Councilman Steve Ross, and I will turn the time over to Margot for an explanation.
Thank you, Margot Wheeler, Planning and Development. The proposed text amendment added language with regard to the parking spaces required for temporary sales facilities within residential subdivisions to allow the parking surface to consist of concrete or asphalt, including decomposed granite, chat, reclaimed asphalt, paving, or other material approved by the Department of Public Works. This would allow for temporary uses to use this type of surface and to not require them to then break up full asphalt later on when they actually do the housing development within the area where the sales office is.
Is there a specific time limit that we've limited them to?
I believe it is 2 years, I believe. Yes, 2 years.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but that's what I recall too, is 2 years. I just
That
wanted to
is
make
here.
sure we got in there. This is open hearing. Anyone have any comment on this agenda item? Councilman, any comments?
No, sir.
Like it, you hate it?
I would move to refer to City Council as a due pass.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Agenda item number 5 is bill number 2006-53, adopts a revised town center development standards manual to provide for greater consistency with Title 19. Again, sponsored by myself, Steve Ross, and I will turn the time over to Director Rita.
Thank you. This item is an update of the development standards manual for Town Center. This manual has not been updated in many years, and the changes that are proposed are not policy ones, but rather implementation. Things such as adding the Montecito Development Agreement area to the maps, which was subsequent to the original project approval, adding additions of uses that are listed in Title 19 but were not used within Town Center when it was originally written. Also updating the tables, making some changes to the street standards as they have actually been implemented to update those, and then to just reorganize the plan to be more easily used by staff and by the public.
Very good. This is an open meeting. Any comments from the public? Any questions or comments, Councilman?
No, sir. And I would move to refer to city council with due pass recommendation.
That's your motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Agenda item number 6 is bill number 2006-54, prohibits unruly gatherings and establishes regulations and penalties with respect thereto. This bill is sponsored by Councilwoman Lois Tarkanian.
Councilman, I am speaking with Councilwoman Tarkanian today. She asked that I request from Mr. Steve our options as far as tabling or striking or holding indefinitely.
Well, I think all of those are options. I think for purposes of the clerk and the agenda, if this is coming back within a anticipated reasonable short period of time, the proper thing to do would be to table it or hold abeyance. If it's going to be for an extended period of time, I think the proper thing to do would be to strike it. And I assume that would be followed up with a motion to strike by the council also.
Okay. Councilman, the conversation, I'll go brief. Councilman raised some issues as far as additional information, more review, more comments from those that this could impact. So I would move to refer to City Council with a strike recommendation. To be stricken. Strike to be stricken, the strictest. Three strikes.
Three strikes.
Red Sox are out of it. Strike that from the public record. No, I would move to strike the item, and that would be my recommendation to City Council.
Okay. There's been a motion made. All in favor?
Aye.
And the motion carries. I have one question for staff. When this occurs, we can't just strike an item here recommending. If it makes it to this point, we still have to send this item on to the council, do pass, do fail, no recommendation, or even a strike or an advance. So the full council would say on this particular agenda item, whatever agenda item it might be, they have the full say-so in regards to what direction it goes.
Right.
Very good. Thank you very much. Then we'll move on to agenda item number 7, which is citizen participation. Does anyone wish to be heard under this portion of the agenda?
My name is Ted Russell.
You just have a seat up there.
I don't know. I don't have a comment, but I do have a question on the.
Please state your name again.
My name is Ted Russell. Last name is RUSSEELL. On the unruly or misbehaved gatherings that you just struck, could you give me some sense of why it was stricken?
Well, in conversation with Councilwoman Tarkanian this morning, she indicated to me via the phone, so I did not have any FaceTime, that she had received some comments
Oh, okay.
from the general public and wanted to further discuss this with staff and didn't feel it was appropriate to move forward until additional input was received.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Are there any more comments under citizens participation? And I will call this meeting to a close and adjourn.